All right, Dawg Talk episode 7. We have our special guest, music by INO,
Hello.
and Allie, you want to start us off with our sponsor read?
All right, and we have a different sponsor this week. You might recognize the name because they were a guest a few weeks ago. But today we're sponsored by Primrose Productions Music. It's a small studio in Vermont. Beautiful. I work with him a lot. It's very professional, and he'll get anything you want done and make sure it sounds good. So, look him up.
That's right. Best studio in the Northeast. But anyways, so music by INO, aka Kobe.
Yes.
You dropped a new music or a new song this morning. I was about to say music video, but it's just a song.
Yeah, like a half hour ago, right?
Yeah. Just fresh off the press, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw that you're like dropping new songs every week too. Is that for the foreseeable future or just like
yes,
a couple?
Yes. Yep.
Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah. The main thing with like all of this that I'm coming to realize, music and everything is just being consistent, man, and staying to it and just really just pushing for what you want, so this whole dropping a song every week is just me trying to stay consistent and me, we're in a quarantine anyway, so it's like, what am I gonna do? Just sit around, so it's like let's put all this time into the passion and let's just drop something every week and pick up some traction, hopefully.
Do you produce yourself? Because it sounds really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Yes, I do. I do produce all of it myself. I master it. I mix it all myself. I do actually have a friend that I just started sending a couple songs to. I haven't released them yet, so everything that's been released has been mixed and mastered by me, produced, all that.
What
That's
DAW do
fucking
you use?
impressive.
Thank you. Sorry?
What DAW do you use?
I'm using Fruity Loops right now. Fruity Loop Studios. It's just like the sample version kind of.
Yeah.
So like I haven't bought it or anything yet. So like I don't have complete access to everything, but I have that. I have Fruity Loops, so I've been using that to produce everything, and I'll export all my my WAV and MP3 files out of Fruity Loops and into GarageBand, and I'll record in GarageBand and then finish up the
It sounds
mastering
really
there.
good for that, actually.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been trying to really get in touch with my EQing and all that kind of stuff too. So like, I'm glad to hear that that's actually working.
A really good tool too, if you want to mess around with learning another DAW, is Reaper, because it's free, and then when you want to buy it, you can pay like whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start messing with that too, because I use Pro Tools right now, but I want to kind of.
I used to use Reaper too. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay,
but if you
definitely.
want a different one, but you definitely sound really good right now. So
thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Do you find it hard to be consistent with like putting out songs?
Is it hard to be consistent?
Yeah, with producing one every week.
It kind of, in the beginning, to be honest, it was a little hard because I was, trying to get everything together. One day I kind of just came to this conclusion where I was like, I'm just dropping songs. Like, let's just drop songs. I knew I had a bunch of songs and like, saved up and stuff like that. So I was just trying to drop songs, and it was just, a matter of finishing some things and getting everything out and, getting things to the point to where I like them to get done. So I'm kind of like my own worst enemy, excuse me. But so like I make it harder than it needs to be, but like it's I would say it's easy. It's easy for me. It's easy because I make music, so it's what I do already. So just pretty much just showing it to everybody now,
Yeah.
And really, like, promotion's probably one of the hardest things about making music.
Yes.
And like getting it out to people.
Yeah,
I know that struggle.
Yep, it's a big struggle. It's funny that you brought that up, because I was just on Instagram and Facebook looking on my insights and stuff like that, the editor type stuff, and trying to figure out how much money I should actually put into promoting and stuff like that, because I'm really trying to take it to the next level with music and stuff. I really want this to be something that I want to do. I don't want to just work a regular 9-to-5 like everybody else. I want to pursue this passion and make it something real. So I need to invest in myself, so promoting and putting money into promotion's a big thing, but so far right now it's a little hard.
And I think at the end of the day, being consistent will push you farther than promoting.
That's true. That's true too. That's true too. So that's why I'm trying to stick with the whole like one song a week.
Yeah.
You know, if I miss a week, I miss a week, but definitely try to keep it. I know I missed a week already, but try to keep it as consistent as possible.
Yeah. And I mean, it's music. You can't just, pop them out all the time.
And that's true too. That's true. It's a creative process, so
Yeah.
that's what I find. Like I have to really be in a good vibe and a good environment. Like I'm really happy because I've set up my room in a way that it's kind of like a feng shui type thing, where it's a good vibe, a good energy in here. So
That's really important too.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can just flip some lights on and I kind of get into my mode.
It's like my husband writes sometimes, but he does his best writing when we're on vacation, and he's just like sitting inside
Yep.
at the beach, just kind of relaxed, and he can just
Definitely.
write there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel that you don't have no stresses. You're just chilling.
Right.
That must be nice. Yeah.
For when you're writing music, what's the hardest thing that you have to overcome? Like, for some people, it's like writer's block, or just simply coming up with a beat.
So the hardest, it's me. It's kind of just like myself. Like I said, I'm my own worst enemy. Like I'm too. I criticize myself too much sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll keep repeating words and I'm like, no, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. And I lose track of just be yourself, just these are your words and this is the way you said them anyway. So it's going to sound good. Cause that's, I don't know. I kind of feel that in people's music when I listen to people's music. I see like, yeah, it might not be what everybody else said. It might not be like the coolest thing, but like they said that and that's just how they feel and that's how they're coming off. So it's real. And that's what I feel matters. So that's like kind of the hardest thing is just like kind of sticking to myself,
Yeah.
and just trying to find that rhythm in the beat. But you get it sometimes. Once you get it.
Yeah. But on the other hand, I guess it's like good that you're hard on yourself because that just pushes you to keep making better music. And like a lot of people, they don't have that actual love for making music. They just want to, be known for making music.
Yeah. I definitely put a lot of passion into it, and I'm hard on myself. But like you said, it's definitely good, and I push myself a lot.
Yeah.
And what would you say, like, one of your biggest inspirations to keep going, or even when you got started, was and
My
is?
biggest inspiration to keep going would probably be my family. Just just trying to get everybody to to be in a good position. And like every time I'm kind of down and I you don't think everything's gonna go that way or this and that. I just think of family and all that kind of stuff and how much I want to better my life and my family's life and stuff like that. So that's a big inspiration for me. My family is a big inspiration.
What what really got you into music? Like what drew you to want to become an artist?
I'm gonna say the first thing that just popped in my head. Shouts out to Dakota Obo, Nemo Doty. I don't know. Shouts out to him. That kid, that guy. He's that's my man right there. He kind of pushed me into the writing and into the making music and stuff like that. I've always had like a love. You probably hear it from everybody. I've always had a love for music and stuff like that, and music has always been something that's been close to me, and been listening to music as far as I can remember. But really turning the listening to music into making the music into something that is mine. I got to give credit to Dakota. He pushed me. He really pushed me.
Yeah, he definitely got me into music too. He has a way about him about just kind of convince to just kind of freestyle with him at first, and then he just kind of it's exact like he just kind of pushes you to it.
Yeah, man, I could, dude. We used to for hours. Let me tell you, man, for hours we would FaceTime each other and just freestyle YouTube beats, just freestyle for hours, man.
We used to have earth science.
Yeah,
and we used to just like sneak off from the class and go smoke and just freestyle all the time with him.
Yeah, that's
what a
awesome.
role model.
What a role model. That's the man. Yeah, we had a math lab. That's where he convinced me. I remember I used to come in because we used to like Mac Miller a lot. Mac Miller was like Mac Miller is still to this day. he's a big part of why we do music, and you know, our probably one of our icons, you know. But I used to come into class, you know, reciting like Mac Miller lyrics. I think at the time it was Watching Movies. It was that album had like just came out or something like that, and I was spitting like I was listening to the album consistently, you know, just come into math lab spitting the album, like, yo man, you gotta start writing this down yourself, man. You going off and stuff. It's funny as hell, man.
Now you recently went on tour, or you went and performed live out in Texas, isn't that right?
Yeah, I did. I had it wasn't a tour, but it was my first performance. I had my very first performance in Houston, Texas. It was Houston Underground. It was me. Shout out to Vibe and Vision Studios, Vince B. Really, really hooked it up for me. Everybody down there. I'm forgetting names right now. I'm trying to think of names right now, but I can't even think of it. But you know, he really helped me get out there. My brother introduced me to him, and I did my first performance there with Vibe and Vision Studio. A few people that we had there, Reek Haviq, Tahj on the keys, and Deja Davis. She was singing, and then Vince did his own little performance, and I did my performance. But it was an amazing time, man. It was an amazing time.
Performing like on stage like different than anything you've ever felt.
Yeah, it's you know, and I was talking to my sister about this the other day. Actually, it's funny. She's a performer. You know, she in school she was a singer, and she used to get up in chorus and sing in front of people and everything like that. And I was telling
What's
her
your
that
sister's name?
my sister's name is Sienna Mc.
I know her anyway.
Oh yeah,
Interrupted.
No, that's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So we were talking, and I was just telling her that you know, to get onto stage, it's like before you're getting on the stage, it's like very, very nerve-wracking. Like you're anxious, and you don't really know what to think, and you're just, me personally, I was reciting my lyrics over and over and over again, and just trying to make sure that I had it, you know, and just trying to figure out my movements and what I wanted to do and all that kind of stuff. And I was listening to my song in my head, so it's like a very kind of tense moment, and or a few moments actually, because you're waiting to perform for a little while, but once you get on stage, it's like it just disappears. Like all that nervousness, all of anything, man, it just disappears, and you just get like, I got personally tunnel vision. It was just like this, like hyper focus kind of. It was just, and I forgot about everything, man, and it was just like automatic. It's just lyrics and everything, and the vibe that you get, man. Like people start to like sway with the lyrics and the beat and everything, and it's an energy. It's a feeling like no other. Like you stop feeling, and then you start feeling great, and then it's over, and then it's nuts, man. That's crazy. It's unlike anything. It's unlike anything I've ever done.
Would you say it's changed your perspective on how you write at all? Like, has it changed you at all as a musician?
100%. Me performing in front of people made me realize that the words that I say, you need to kind of change the way that you say things so people can react to them. You know, like if you say things a certain, like I can't explain it exactly. I'm very bad at explaining things. I'm sorry, but if you say things in a certain way, like they don't come off right sometimes, and like you don't really get the reaction that you want. So you need to kind of change it and make it more of like an action that you're saying, you know, or like
it's like having that point in the song where like everybody remembers, oh, this is when this, you know, word comes up in this song.
Yeah, kind of like that. You got to give them something to remember, and usually it's like an action, or you know, you have to say something a certain type of way. So like I realized that I have to like engage the listener a lot more as well. You know, I have to really like paint a picture when I write and stuff like that. And now when I write, I kind of write to a music video. Like I try to write to like actions like that. Like you can act it out as like you're saying it, you know?
Yeah.
And it has a lot to go with it, and you can do a lot with it and play with it and stuff like that. So yeah, it's changed my perspective.
Kind of off that.
Yeah.
For singers, especially in any type of band, but especially solo artists, interacting with your audience is so important.
Yes.
Because you can be the best frickin' singer in the world and spit fire, but if you don't interact with people, they don't care.
Lose them. Yep, you lose them. You have to get their attention.
I can go home and listen to this.
Exactly.
The same experience. Why would I pay to go see it?
Exactly.
I think that like performing live too is really like the way to get diehard fans or like people that really support you.
Definitely.
Because like whenever you
Yep.
go and see an artist live, like it's completely different than like
you
just
get their
listening to
vibe.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Their
knew who
vibe, you're-
NF was, and then I saw him live at a Logic concert, and it totally changed my perspective. Like I love the dude after that.
Mm.
I know since I've gotten into the metal scene a lot in the last 2 years, my whole idea of interacting with the audience has changed because those guys get so into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the singers will jump down off the stage and mosh with the pit, and it's like that's a whole
awesome.
nother level of just insane. And
Yeah,
then
that's
you have
sick though.
the newer bands that come out and the singer's like up there but doesn't really
Mhm.
interact and the crowd loses interest and they go off and like have a cigarette or go to the bar.
Yeah, you have to stay engaged with the audience and yeah. That was a lesson that I learned performing for the first time, and I was supposed to actually be performing in oh geez, I forgot what it was. I think it was South by Southwest, and it passed because this whole quarantine and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It
the
was
scene is
supposed to
going to
happen,
change a
but-
lot after this, I think.
Yeah, and that's it's weird. It's really weird.
Everyone's going to have to relearn how to navigate it.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
other than all of that, what advice would you give to someone that is kind of into music and maybe has a performance kind of planned out but they've never performed before?
I would say practice. Like you have to get on stage with some sort of like knowledge of what you want to do, or else, like you were saying, you'll lose the audience. You have to stay engaged with the
Have a
audience.
script.
Yeah, have a
Basically.
script, like, and that's what I did when I performed. I can't tell you how many times in front of a mirror too. Like I'll be honest, I won't even lie. Like in front of a mirror with like a remote in my hand, like what the movements you're gonna do, where you're gonna be on stage, how you're gonna move, what you're gonna say, like what movements you're gonna do to what you're saying and stuff like that. Like you have to script it out, and it might be hard, but the more that you practice, the easier it will be at the end. It'll just, like I said, when you get onto stage, you forget that it happens and it becomes automatic. It just happens because you've done it so many times that your body's like, oh, okay, blah blah blah, boom. It's like muscle memory kind of stuff. So you have to practice. So if it's anybody's first time performance and you're really nervous and you don't really know what to do, try to get a routine down and steps, and then just like, this is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is an end, and then just try to fill in from that and just make your own little script. And it doesn't have to be anything, crazy and extravagant, but just make sure you know what you're going to do so you don't look lost on stage as well.
Yeah. And I think off that, definitely not for the first few. You should definitely keep to script because you gotta know what you're doing before you can do anything else.
Definitely
But
always keep to script.
After that, practice improv.
Yeah.
Don't start it yet, but practice it because you can have the same set every night, different places. The crowd will change.
Yeah. So you gotta throw a little bit of something in there. So
I
yeah.
think it comes back to performance skills and being able to interact.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and that just comes with like performing over time and stuff like that too. So you'll gain tools in your pocket over.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a performer. I'm in the studio, like, nah. I'm behind some walls, but
yeah,
I'm like heavy in the music scene, and I've seen a lot of people improve, but I've also seen people not improve, and then they just get tossed out.
Yeah. You gotta stick with it.
Nobody's gonna book shows with you because they know you can't keep a crowd.
Yep.
But on a totally different note, talk about some of your new music. You dropped a song this morning, like about an hour ago, and I was listening to a little bit of that.
Yes, I just dropped "You Decide" as my newest song. I was actually just getting into sampling this past month. I was learning how to sample in Fruity Loops and learning how to chop everything up and put everything on time and match everything up. So this beat that I made, that that like whistle or the flute that you hear in the background is the sample that I chopped up of a video game. It's called Chronos Crossing. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's like it's an older video game. But it's kind of one of the snippets in the video game, and I chopped it up a little bit. I matched the timing. I pitched it down, and kind of messed with it a little bit. Added some drums, 808s, and then it just came to be "You Decide," and it just gave me the vibe. Like it just kind of gave me I don't know, it just gave me like a harder vibe. So I was like, you decide.
Yeah.
Like, figure out what the hell you want, man. Like, are you gonna go for what you want, or are you gonna live like everybody else, kind of stuff? So that was the vibe it gave me. So that's kind of what I ran with it. And that was this song that I just released on today. Like, I don't even know how long ago, a little while ago, an hour ago. So
Yeah,
about an hour ago, yeah. And then last Friday I released a song called Hopscotch. And that was
I did listen to that.
That one was just kind of I was just having fun. I was just having some fun. The hook is a lot of fun. But there's a lot of real lyrics in there. Like the hook it's fun, but it's true too, because it's stuff, my co-defendant dip, that kind of stuff that really happened to me and stuff. So all that kind of stuff is true. So there's truth in all of my music and stuff, but that's a little bit more of a fun beat. And a fun song that I released, as well as the first audio one that I released about a month ago called "Run It Up." That one was a little bit more fun. That one was a lot of fun. I love that beat. Made that beat too. I think that the chords in the beat was a sample that I took as well. But yeah, I've just been releasing music that I've been feeling that's a good vibe for the time that we're in. Like, it's summertime, like.
Yeah.
Trying to just bring out a good vibe and more energy, higher tempo, speed, all that kind of stuff. So,
and I think the fact that you have fun with it really pulls through.
Yeah. I really try
as
to have
a listener. You can feel that it was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad
to just mess with. But
yeah, I got another song that I'm about to drop next week. It's another really, really fun song that I've been working on for a while. So I won't say any more, but that one will be good.
Hit me up for a collab, man.
Yeah. I'll get everybody's information. We'll definitely start doing some stuff. I still got to work on Luke's beat that he sent me. I just been so busy with everything else.
The third one?
Yeah, that third beat that you had sent me a little while ago.
Me and Luke do way too much. We have way too much planned.
That beat that you're talking about, that's gonna be on my EP coming out later this year.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for that.
So I gotta get to that quick. I've just been kind of trying to focus on releasing this music and stuff, but I haven't forgot about it, and I'm gonna get right into that really, really soon. I got a couple other things I gotta finish. That's next on the list.
Luke, when you fly up, we should get together.
Yeah, when I'm up there, we should shoot a music video for it.
Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm ready, man.
I've got a couple cameras. Luke has a camera.
I'm trying to get
we can get we can get a photographer to help us out too. We know
Let's go, man. I'm down. Hit me up. Let me know.
Also, I know you mentioned you used the free version of Fruity Loops earlier. If you need the full version, I can get you access to it.
Ooh, we will.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it after the show.
We'll talk off air about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
But you have a music video on your channel too, right? Snow Made 'em?
Yes, Snow Made 'em. So Snow Made 'em was that was a single off of my album that I released, or EP, whatever you'd like to call it, my project that I released. It's on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. It's called Distance EP. Snow Made 'em is off that. My brother and I, we got together, and my brother's like a professional video editor for CBS News in New York City.
Damn.
Yeah. He's crispy with it, man. He's crispy with it. So we went out and we shot a music video, and this is his edit and stuff. It was a little shaky, but that was because we were close to the band stuff. But though I absolutely love the video, and I love the way that it came out, and the vibe and everything, and it just makes me want to go out and make more music videos. So you want to make a music video? Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love that music video. I can't wait to go out and make some more with him. He's really excited to make some more. We had a few things, but we had a lot planned, actually. Not to lie, we had a lot planned before, the lockdowns and stuff, but You know, we're still
Yeah.
moving. We're still moving and keeping everything focused and staying.
I'm excited for ours because I can talk to Mom about getting us up there, and we can do some stuff with the house that's falling down.
Ooh,
Might be able to get some
Okay.
cool shots with that.
that'd be dope.
But anyway,
Word.
Yeah.
Good ideas. Yeah, we definitely
Off
gotta talk.
topic.
Definitely gotta talk after this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But like, did you start dropping music like before this too?
So yes, I've been. So I didn't give a time frame of when me and Dakota, you know, it was in high school. So this is around like 2014. Yeah, it was like 2013, 2014. I really started like writing. I dropped my first, and that's why The Edge was like really, really important for me to drop, because that day was 2 years since I had first released my very first song on SoundCloud. So it's been about 2 years. It's been about 2 years since I've been releasing music. I was making music for a while and just, you know, I make music, I'm a rapper, this and that. And then I was like, all right, let's start taking things serious. And I started releasing my stuff on SoundCloud, and one of them got deleted and I had to make a new one. Started releasing more music, and then that was a little bit before I dropped my album last year. And then I stopped kind of releasing stuff on SoundCloud completely, and then I dropped my album. Now I'm kind of focusing more on iTunes and Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Spotify is blowing up, especially with all the changes they're making.
Yeah.
And that deal they just made.
Yeah.
With Joe Rogan.
Oh,
it's gonna start getting very they're gonna end up owning labels. That's just gonna be how it is.
Wow, that's
So,
crazy.
because it's only so far, it's not much of a jump between exclusifying a podcast to reaching out to an artist and being like, "Hey, only release your music with us for a few years."
Yep.
Or like
Yeah, I
an
could see that
album or
happening.
3. So it's only a matter of time before they are like a
I mean,
label.
that's what
Yeah, I
that's
could
what
see
what's
that.
his name does. Jay-Z.
What is it? What Tidal?
Yeah, Tidal.
Tidal, yeah.
That's what it is. He used to have his music only on Tidal, but I think a few months ago he actually put his music back out on Spotify and iTunes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
So
I knew
think it
for a
really
while
is.
I
Like-
couldn't find like any of his music anywhere buying it.
Yeah.
When he came out with 444, he only released it on Tidal. You could only listen to it on Tidal for a while.
So I think it is only a matter of time before Spotify is a label. I mean,
Yeah.
and since they just made the changes of artists being able to upload directly, it's going to be a really cool dynamic to see how that goes.
Yeah, that's what I really like the sense of independence that you can have in the music industry. Like, is it's really nice, man. Like, I can just go online, go get a distributor, and they'll put my music on or Spotify, and I just pay a yearly annual fee. And depending on how many streams I get paid for it. Like, I don't need a record label. I don't need an AR rep. I don't need any of that. Like,
Exactly. Like,
you just make music
actually
and put it out there.
being signed now really doesn't hold what it used to unless you really want to like fully go on tour and have it funded by a label, which is cool.
And you know, all those things are nice and they come with their perks and all that kind of stuff. You know, you can only do so much on your own without these, you know, huge corporations. You know, like Russ, you know, as an example, Russ is very independent. He does everything himself, but he does have to sign a distribution deal with somebody else to help him get his music everywhere and make money and stuff like that. So eventually, you know, you have to rub elbows with these people, but you know.
But also because of the way everything's become so independent, labels aren't like going to shows anymore and listening and saying, "Oh, he's kind of good." They're looking at, is he consistent? Does he put out halfway decent stuff? Does he have a following? So it's the whole game changed, man, and
definitely.
I don't know. It's gonna be weird to see what happens in the next few years, especially with all this happening. It's gonna, you know, speed up the change.
I think it's going to be good because now we're only going to see people that are self-driven and
definitely,
you know, building up their own following, you know, actually get signed or, you know, blow up really.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not a rapper, so no offense to you three, but rappers themselves are a dime a dozen. Like, oh, I rap, you know, kind of record myself on my phone.
It's true.
But people that actually push themselves and try to do something with it.
Yeah, everybody wants to be a rapper.
Are definitely, yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
I
rap.
mean,
Yeah, no, exactly.
I think what you gotta
hardly
think
anyone wants
about,
to put in the work for it.
yeah, I
can't.
think what you gotta think about too is that like music is a business, and like if you're not
Exactly.
treating it like a business,
Mhm.
then you're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter how good you are,
Mhm.
you have to treat it like a business.
Just like with
Like
anything.
it's a business you can have fun with, but it's still a
Yep.
business.
Just like with anything, you gotta work for it. You gotta work hard at it.
Yeah.
That's when you finally get something. Nothing is just
Like-
given to you. Everybody thinks you're just
Yeah.
given to you. Nothing is just given to you. You have to work your ass off, dude. But I'm ready for it.
It's like those people who drop like 2 songs on SoundCloud. They're like, "Why haven't I blown up yet?"
Why doesn't anybody love me?
Probably because you sound as trash,
Yeah.
bitch.
2 songs, bro.
Yeah.
But
And like, what are those songs? The kick is
Exactly.
clipping.
yeah, right.
You can't hear anything. It sounds like you recorded it in a shoebox. Like
With your little flip phone. And that's another thing is a lot of rappers I've met, not so much at this point because I'm much deeper in the music scene, but years ago, they don't want to learn how to improve. They think they're so great
yeah,
that what they're doing is just gonna get them there. But
yeah.
it's like, no. As with anything, you have to learn and adjust and practice.
Yep, with a lot of people's mindsets, they think that, one way,
Yeah.
the way that they're going is the way, and that's the right way. And me, I like to always ask. I always like to reach out and be like, hey, is this still sounding? Is this okay? Is blah 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 this and
Yeah.
that? And you always got to get people's opinions, and you always got to get, not to
Yeah.
impress everybody else and please everybody else to that extent and stuff like that. But just getting others' opinions and getting others' feedback and stuff like that is very helpful to maturing as an artist or maturing in whatever you want to do.
I mean, my husband
Definitely.
owns a studio and he's a professional producer, but he'll still like play me it and be like, "What do you think?"
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can pick out some stuff now, but I'm still a fairly average listener as far as the deep stuff goes.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
where he's hearing every little like change, I'm just hearing a song
Yep.
and I can tell if it's like trash.
Yeah. Really, like once you start producing music and stuff, you really start to be able to like pick out little things within music.
Yeah.
I know I'm
Like-
starting to go through a phase where I don't like music right now because now I'm picking it apart, but that'll pass as I get used to it.
Yeah.
I really just started getting back into music like 2 years ago, so
I mean, like when I first started producing music, I would like listen to songs and I would intentionally like look for, okay, what chords are they using? What synths are they
Yep.
using?
Right,
What's subtle in this song that most people wouldn't pick up
Yeah.
on their first listen, you know?
Yeah.
that's the main difference between
And that's really
someone who's
that's
just
really like
n-
helped me
not
improve through my
Yeah.
producing a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Definitely.
really the main difference between someone that's gonna like actually maybe make it somewhere and someone who's gonna sit there whining about why they're not getting any attention. Dylan, do you have any more questions? You've been quiet for a while. We're talking over you. Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
we're just talking
I've
too
been
much.
listening.
Bitch is caffeinated.
Yeah, I just had 2 cups of coffee.
Oh, what's your favorite song
My
that you have?
Jeez, man. Oh man, what genre?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It would.
That's a hard
It's
question.
very hard. It's
I
very
couldn't
hard.
answer that.
What's like your favorite song that you've been listening to like this week? Like what's your most listened to song this week?
This week,
Yeah.
hold up. Let me double check. It's between the Alchemist and the Alchemist is the producer. He's been working with. Oh my god, I can't remember his name right now. About to look it up. I'm looking it up. He's really good, and Mick Jenkins just dropped some new music, and that was like super good.
Mick Jenkins. I don't think I've heard of
Mick
him.
Jenkins he's an underground out of Chicago. Real good. He's just been kind of low key for a while, and I don't know, I really like him. He's formed a lot of my styles and everything. He's a free-minded type person. He's got a lot of good thoughts and stuff like that. I've been listening to him, Jack Harlow, but I've been listening to Jack Harlow
Jack Harlow.
I've been listening to him for a
Yo.
long time now. People are just
Yo,
listening
I've been
'cause of what's
listening-
popping.
Yeah, dude. I remember the first song I heard from Jack Harlow was it was like Dark Knight. I think that was like his first viral song.
Yeah, that definitely, because that was the first song I heard a couple years ago.
Yeah, and then like he really just started popping off like when he dropped that new song with Cole Bennett in that music video.
Yeah, yep. I've been listening to Chef G. I don't know if you guys heard Chef G. I don't know if you know who he is. I've been listening to him a lot, and Mick Jenkins, and Boldy James, and The Alchemist. That's who it was. Boldy James. Look that up, dude. Wicked.
Boldy James?
Yeah, wicked good.
I'll check him out.
Very good. And Dreamville, the whole Dreamville just came out with a new video too, man. Killing it.
What artist has inspired you the most, really?
At this point, to be 100% honest, like I was saying before, Russ is really inspiring me right now, man. I really like his like sense of just you got to do it yourself type stuff. Like,
yeah,
you just gotta do it. He mixes, he masters. He's he's a little cocky, whatever, but he mixes, he masters, he produces all these ideas, these lyrics, everything. That's all his art, dude. He gets all of that back, and I think that's something that speaks for itself in the sense of like, where he is in life. Like, he did it himself, man. Like, talk your shit, bro. Yeah, so Russ is a big inspiration.
Is he a vocalist?
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper. Yeah, he's a rapper.
That's
he
why
sings.
He's cocky. They're all divas.
Yeah, he sings and he does everything kind of. But
have you come in contact with any like major diva musicians?
Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even get started right now, man. They're horrible. It's horrible. It's like
yeah.
We are in no position right now to be, you know what I mean? Any kind of cocky, anything like that. Like, just humble yourself, man. Humble yourself.
What's your most like stick out diva moment story that you've encountered?
Oh jeez. Shoot. It's I don't want to get into it because I don't want to say names because people are going to hear this. So, like, I don't even want to.
Yeah, it's all good.
Right now, so I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
Yeah. I feel that.
It's getting juicy now.
We spilled the tea here.
For real.
Oh, man, you guys got me stumbling over here.
Have you done any collabing recently with anyone?
Yes. I have a song with my cousin. My cousin just sent me this beat, really nice classic boom bap beat. I just collabed with him, waiting for that mix to be finished. Like I was saying, I just collabed with this guy out of Vermont, Bo Hunterman. He's been mixing some of my songs and stuff. I just collabed with Reek Haviq, ReekHaviq. I just did a song with him called Timeless. Really good. Should be coming out sometime soon. So keep watch for that. I'll be posting that soon. And then me and Vince have songs that we've been making and that we've made that should be popping out anytime soon. But, he's doing his own thing and he's got a lot. He's running a whole label and everything. So he's doing his thing. But, I have some stuff coming on the way. My sister and I actually made a song as well. That is coming very, very soon. She sang, my sister, she sang the chorus and stuff like that, and I did the rest, and I made the beat and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that one is really, really good. It's a good vibe. It's a very good vibe. I love that song. So
awesome.
I'm looking forward to that song. That should be good.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fun. That one's gonna be real fun. That should be coming out in like the next couple weeks,
sweet
3-4 weeks, something like that. Still got my planning. Still got to figure out my planning and stuff. I'm trying to figure out the best way to, drop each song and stuff like that. So
I think maybe what you might want to focus on a little bit more might be promotion.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
And maybe having a little more time in between songs because it just gives you more time to, really give this song more exposure.
Yeah.
And that's just how I would do it.
Yeah, that's a good tip. No, that's a good tip.
And I think with Spotify, if you put it on there, you can submit it to playlists too.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes if you get on there, you can actually get a lot of listens. And also the other thing with Spotify is that within the first 72 hours, you have to try and get people to add your song to playlists and stuff.
Because Zach actually just put out a video about this.
Yeah, Zach from Primrose Productions just put out a video on this. Basically, within the first 72 hours, you have to get your song in playlist because the Spotify algorithm favors songs that are added to playlists or that are pre-saved or liked or downloaded, anything like that. And the more that this happens, the more your song is going to be pushed out to recommendations for other people. And if those people listen to your song, then it's just going to keep getting pushed out more and more. And also, like, yeah, and with the playlist too, like, that'll make your song just
pop. Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think with your production value, you're gonna do well anyway. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like with the amount of
it sounds good.
With the amount of music you're putting out, like, you're gonna definitely gain traction.
Yeah, I'm trying to definitely have my thing behind it was just trying to have like a library, a nice little library you can go back. Oh, I don't like this, but let's see what else he's got type of stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of what Suicide Boys did at the beginning.
Yeah.
They would just like literally just dump a bunch of music out. Like if you go back into their discography, they have like hundreds of songs. Just like random shit.
Just random
like,
shit. Yeah.
Like
Suicide
for
Dog.
real, like some of it's not even like produced all that well.
Yeah.
But they would just put it out anyways.
Yeah.
And like you can go back and they have like just so much shit. And that's kind of like when they actually started dropping their actual projects, people would listen to it and be like, damn, this is pretty fucking good. I'm going to listen to their other stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, that backlog of music really helped them out.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do, but let's see how it works. Got to see how it works. Just getting started, so.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything, unless you have something else you guys want to bring up, or if Kobe wants to mention.
Yeah, your time. Talk about whatever you want.
No. I got new music coming out next week. Probably some more songs. I'm gonna start promoting more stuff. It's gonna be getting just better and better and better. Everything you hear is gonna be produced by me, mixed, everything unless I say otherwise. I'm just trying to stay consistent and everything. You know, you can follow me if you want on Facebook. Is this a good time for that?
Yeah, you can
all right, good.
shout out
So
whatever.
You can follow me on Facebook. Music by one word MUSIC. I think I got that. MUSICBY space INO. Also on YouTube, the same thing. And Instagram, it's just all one word. Follow all my platforms and everything if you want. You can follow all my friends and everything over at Vibe and Vision Studios. Vibe and Visions Studios. Vince B. VINCEB. He's over there. Reek Haviq, Deja Davis, Tahj on the keys. All of them are over there. They got a nice lineup of artists over there, man. So you guys could listen to their music. It's real good and stuff. They got really good messages and real positive. And that's about everything. And oh yeah, Dakota too. Go follow Dakota on SoundCloud and shit. Nemo Dodi, NEMODODIII, 3 eyes. Don't forget that. He's dropping music like crazy. I always support my boy. I love him to death.
I know we're trying to get him on the show here, either within the next couple of weeks.
Most definitely, I'm gonna definitely tune into that. I'm gonna be tuning into that. Yeah, but yeah, go follow all of them, and I think that's about everybody that that's Midwest Monster too. Go follow him on Instagram, and Khody Blake music, and I'm trying to think of it's Za ITSZA. All people that I met in Houston, real good people, real good vibes. I know I'm plugging a lot of people right now. Sorry.
That's fine.
I gotta spread. As much as I want people to spread my word, I gotta spread everybody else's too. You know?
Don't worry about it. We had this one guy like literally give us an entire list of like 30 people, and we put it in the description. But
I mean, I think we're mostly about giving people a chance to just show support to everyone that's helped them at this point.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because nothing can be done alone.
Yeah. Shouts out to Pork and Beans too, my brother. Love him.
I like that name, Pork and Beans.
Yeah. We're Spanish, bro.
Right now. And to end off, do you have any advice for people just starting out, since you're a writer and a producer? Do you have any advice on either of those or both of them together for people that, are literally fresh starting out?
Stick with it. Keep an open mind. Be consistent. Don't let people bring you down. This is a world of a lot of negativity and stuff, and you got to drown it out. And stay in your lane and do you got to do to, better yourself, and always take advice, always listen to people, always, don't follow people and stuff like that, but always try to learn from someone. There's always been somebody in the game that you can learn from and stuff like that. Always try to perfect your craft. Don't always try to think nothing is good enough. Try to also think nothing is ever good enough. Always make it better. But stay focused, stay humble, and you'll get there eventually. Hopefully. I'm still trying to get there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, thanks so much for being on. It was great. I mean, you had a lot of good things to say, and you have a lot of music coming out, which is really good. So I'll definitely be tuning in.
Yes, everyone.
You want to finish this off with the sponsor?
Yeah. And once again, check out Primrose Productions Music. It's a really cute little studio in Vermont. The scenery is great. It's beautiful here. And like I said, I've worked there a lot, and he's super professional, and he will sit with you all day and make sure you get the sound that you like and you get the sound that he likes. And he doesn't charge by the hour, so don't worry about that. He charges by the day in the song. But yeah, he's really great.
All right. Dawg Talk episode 7.
It's the rebirth of the slick talkers, head honcho, feeling myself persona. Woke up and got it, the better they moan and tired and yawning. I'ma go get it, no matter it's sunny or storming.